You should stay, just finish the shift off, go home. I called Christian. Christian said, start your YouTube channel. I don't think he necessarily meant walk out the door, but hi, welcome to my channel. This is Divine Time Tarot. My name is Tatyana. This is Divine Time Tarot. The main point of making my channel, the whole premise of it all, is really because I am a very amazing and accurate tarot reader. Every month I'm going to do 12 general zodiac reads for each sign, which is going to be basically love, career, family, relationships, anything that's going on currently that the universe wants me to tell you is what the spread is going to be about. I'm going to post the videos the third week of every month. Within that week, I'm probably going to put up each element every other day. So water first, then air, then earth, then fire. However I decide to do it is how I'm going to do it. But I am also a spiritual mentor. So right now I'm working on actually creating something in a list of, like, I don't know, sessions, so people can actually pay for sessions. Not like I'm a therapist, but I'm going to create exercises. Probably going to try to make pamphlets for each session so that you can fill it out and make a little workbook for everybody. But basically it's going to be grounding activities. If you have a hard time maintaining balance when it comes to emotional stability, just moderation in any sense. I want to have exercises on grounding, want to have exercises on trauma healing, conversations that you have to have within yourself before you can have them with anybody else. Just, I'm a spiritual mentor. I've learned from the best. I feel like everybody that was placed into my life was placed there for a reason, and they've all aided in how I've gotten to where I am today. To me, to be able to sit here and think that I know enough to at least try to help another person, because that's all it's going to be, is help. Try to do it like once every Wednesday of each month. I'm going to basically, I'm going to call them like Wisdom Wednesdays, Enlightenment Wednesdays, but each session is going to be about one particular thing, obviously. So like right now, I think my first session is all about affirmations and learning the power of your tongue, your word, and only speaking the things that you want, trying to create the reality every day of what you want. That's the first session. That's the first step. That's the first thing people need to know when I think about spirituality, is that there is so much power within yourself. You control your world, and you need to understand that you need to be careful with what you say. But again, I will get in depth into that when it comes to that video. But I'm a spiritual mentor. I'm an accurate tarot reader. I've been doing tarot readings for about, I want to say, 4 years now. I've only been getting paid for them for the past 2 years, but I've been doing them, being very interested for the past 4 to 5 years. It all started with me going to a psychic myself, and she was doing like the cards. It was just the cards for me, looking at the cards. Yes, she was on point because she's also a psychic. That's the difference with me. I'm a tarot reader. I am not a psychic. I can't just know what you're thinking in your mind and see people's faces when I start reading your cards. It's not like that. It's just I feel very in tune and connected to the universe. So therefore, when I shuffle these cards and they come out, I know what every card means. I tell you what I see on the table in the spread, and 9 times out of 10 that's going to resonate for a lot of people and be accurate, because you got to understand that as long as you trust that when you sit down that you're coming here to get some advice, and you let me be connected to the universe, you're open to receiving the information, and the universe is going to give it to you. I'm just the vessel. That's what I like to think of. Also, I'm an amazing poet, hence poetry. Fun fact about this tattoo, but my little sister made it for me. She did it, and it's unique. I bet not ever catch nobody with my tattoo exactly how it is, because my little sister did it herself out of her own conscience. But I'm an amazing poet. I go by Red. I'm Red Rum, of a poetry duo with my best friend. We call ourselves Red Rum because when we together, we murder things, you know what I'm saying? We murder competition. No, I was playing. I'm not playing, but whatever, you know, humble. But Red, being my name of Red Rum, poetry is my first love. And that was my first way of learning how to communicate with, honestly, accurately with everybody else. I just have a hard time sitting down and expressing myself just telling somebody how I feel, whatever the case may be. I have a hard time with that. I'm not really comfortable doing that, and that's because of life and trauma and things of that nature. All will be learned. I will use myself as an example in all my enlightenment videos. But when I wrote a poem about how I really felt about something that I was not able to say, I think for real, it was about my mom. When I first got to college, that kicked the door open for everything. And I don't know, poetry has been the most comfortable I've ever been. Like, when I go to write a poem, that's when I feel free. That's just when I feel the most like myself. And over time, I have kind of lost, not my love for poetry, but I haven't given to that as much as I give to my tarot readings. But that's because I'm married to tarot now. Like, I love, and this is my first love, you know what I'm saying? But tarot reading is my wife. That is my everything. That's what I want to wake up, do every single day. Nothing else. So with my name being Red or Red Rum, because literally being a part of the poetry duo with my best friend has just been everything. Like, so I don't know, when I started doing my tarot reads, it just Red came with it. It was like, it's already my stage name when I perform poems. So like, if you check out my Facebook business page for my tarot business, I actually have a business. You know, I get paid. I'm trying to really grow it. You know, right now it's small. It's just networking through social medias and whatnot. But my Facebook page is called Red Intuition Tarot. I have an Instagram page, which is Red Intuition _Tarot. Yeah, I like red. It's not my favorite color, but it has significance to me now. Red holds a different weight in my life other than a color. It's the name of a version of myself that I love so much, and I want to implement that version of myself everywhere in my life. With that being said, I'm going to pull some cards, some wisdom oracle cards. I'm only supposed to pull one, but I'm just going to pull, shuffle, and whatever card comes out, or if it be cards, I'm going to tell y'all what they all mean, because I wanted to give a little message. I'm not going to do no whole reading because it's just an intro video, but got to give y'all a little insight into it. I also will be teaching people how to read and break down their natal chart. I'm not going to do a 2 to 3, 4 hour video. I mean, not 2 to 3, 4 hour video, but I'm not going to do an hour to 2 hour natal chart video, because I be seeing those and I be actually trying to watch them, because I don't know everything and I want to learn. I want to learn more every day. But those videos sometimes, it's just the way they be breaking it down. It ain't the funnest thing in the world. And to sit there for 2 hours just don't be appeasing to me. So the way I want to go about it on my channel is I want to do like 10 to 15 minute videos every other, like, no, as much as I can get on here. I don't want to put too much on my plate, you know, bite more than I could chew, tell y'all I'm gonna do all these things and then drop the ball a little bit. But these are all the plans. Everything is just, right now, it's the beginning. It's the beginning. We're gonna really try it out. But obviously, no matter what, I can say this because it's not biting off too much so I can chew. I'm going to do 12 general zodiac reads every month. That's gonna always be a thing. If you don't get anything else from me a month, you're gonna get that. Since I am a poet, like I said, I will be sharing my poems on my channel too. But instead of me just sitting here reciting the poem, because though I could do that and be comfortable in doing that, I want to spruce it up. You know, I'm trying to get sponsored, or you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to make that coin. So I'm going to do hauls, like whether it be clothing hauls, wig hauls, so I love my wigs, or I'm actually thinking about doing a crystal haul, like buying a whole bunch of crystals and explaining to you everybody what the crystals mean as I actually show you all the crystals that I bought, because I love crystals. I actually need to start stocking up more on some, because as I get crystals, out of the way I be feeling like sometimes I be compelled to give them away to people, like, you know what, I don't know why, but the universe said you need to have this, so you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just give it to you. And I'll go buy crystals and swear I'm getting it for myself, and I get around my friends and be like, look at all these crystals I got. Okay, so this is for you. I love giving gifts. That's just me. But while I do the hauls, I'm either going to say the poems while I'm doing them, let it be a wig or a crystal haul. I feel like I could just say the poems while I'm doing the hauls. But with my clothing hauls, I'm probably going to do voiceover so you can hear the poems. I'm going to have days on here where my rum is with me, and we're going to go ahead and do group pieces together for you guys. I'm also going to be doing discussions about many things. I have many interesting friends who have very interesting viewpoints, stances, and perspectives, and I would love for the world to be able to see the type of conversations that I have with other people, because I think that they're important. I'd be saying, man, I wish people could hear this, like, and here we are making wishes come true, because you guys can hear it now. I feel like I'm beginning something. Here we go. One thing that I'm going to be doing on my channel that I'm very excited about, and it's going to be a project that's going to take quite some time, but I want to do a zodiac discussion board. Basically, I'm trying to get a mixture of like male and female in each zodiac, and have a handful of boys and girls that are Sagittarius, so on and so forth. And I'm gonna record little sessions where I ask questions specific to that sign, or like sit down and write them out and figure them out myself. And I want the world to see that no, all these Sagittarius are not going to be agreeing on everything. They're not going to be like, oh yeah, I feel that way, I feel that way. It's not that, because when you see stuff about astrology, you like, that doesn't seem like me, that don't really make sense. Just because they don't agree, I guarantee you, in the way that they all like try to explain their points, prove their points, say why they feel this and why they feel that, that's going to come across the same. There's going to be similarities and differences that I want people to be able to dissect and see. And it's just fun for me as well to actually watch and learn more about the zodiac signs as I'm watching them all basically argue over whatever I decide. You know, it's gonna be very fun. I'm excited about that. I kind of want to do it also where like I'm doing them all separate. Like I'm not gonna combine them, but part of me is also thinking like maybe one of these days I'm gonna try to get a person to represent each sign so that I can just do, I don't know. I'm very interested in the whole idea of it, but I'm creative, so I'm gonna come up with something. It's gonna be nice. But the 2 cards that I got, and what's funny is that this is my second time doing the video, and the first time I did the video I got 4 cards, and of the 4 were neither of these 2. So I think there's a reason for everything, and maybe this message needs to be given, but we're gonna check it out. Numbers that I think are important are going to be 4, 1, and 0 in the month of October, in my opinion, just because that's enough that's coming up soon. And I feel like all my cards I'm kind of reading for present to future energy. So the numbers 4, 1, and 0 are going to be very important to you, right? However you want to look at that. If you be seeing the number 444 a lot, pay attention to it. Look it up. Look up what the spiritual meaning of 41 is and the spiritual meaning of 40. Just look them up. You never know. Now, these are a brand new deck of cards to me. These are my Wisdom of the Night Oracle cards. And I will be referring to this book for a little bit of time until I really get an understanding of what all the cards mean. But when it comes to my other decks that I use, so these are my general cards I use. I use a regular White Rider Tarot for my readings. Excuse me. And an everyday tarot reading for my clarifying cards. But I know those by heart. I know all that like the back of my hand. Beauty. I'm going to read Belonging first because that's the card I seen first. My dear one, I know you have been searching your whole life for a sense of belonging, a feeling of home and acceptance. Ooh. Okay. So come and enter the house of night, for when you choose this symbol, you have joined us in the community of beauty, friendship, and secrets, only shared and known among my chosen ones. You are chosen to belong. The symbol also tells you that you are in the right place now. You are home. Be at home inside yourself. Learn to be comfortable in your own skin. When you choose this symbol, know that I, Nyx, goddess of night, have chosen you. Okay, whoever that was for, I kind of felt that. I like that. I would love that advice. I need that myself, but beauty. It's only one card, right? Every rose has its thorns, and the symbol of beauty reminds you that beauty is never perfect, just as the beautiful experiences you have will not be perfect forever. Okay. When you revel in the beauty that is true, you can look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you are already perfect as you are. When you choose this symbol, it's a sign that beauty is all around you. Keep a positive attitude, expect wonderful things, and they will come to you. See yourself as beautiful and know that beauty is not skin deep. It includes qualities that lie well beneath the surface. Look for this truer beauty in others as well, and always look beyond appearances. So those are the messages from the universe to whoever comes across this video. I hope it resonates for you. I hope you feel like that helped. Before I go, I want to do my thank yous. I'm not going to a specific order, so here is that. I'd like to thank Kaylin, my best friend. All my friends are basically my best friends, so as I'm saying this, just get used to that. Who bought me this beautiful backdrop along with another backdrop, the backdrop stand. He bought me one of the 2 lights that I'm using currently, and he bought me another tarot deck, and he be on me about doing the things that make me happy, and he got so much faith in me, and I would like to say thank you. Thank you for being Kaylin. I would like to thank my brother, and it's gonna confuse y'all, but my brother is Brianna Taus, and she is same thing, best friend, support system. All of my friends are great support systems. She's paid for readings herself as well. She be spreading the word. I would like to thank Vanessa for doing the exact same thing and being my best friend and supporting me. Terry, Tati. Tatyana actually just gave me this book about personal business success, so I want to thank her for that too. And And Terry just be on me about getting my stuff together all around. So thank you guys for that. Who else is there? I like to thank Theodore, and also because Theodore created my flyer for my tarot business, my prices. He also created my logo, so I'm gonna shout him out. You gotta go hit up Osaji Sites and let him help you help yourself. Let him help you help yourself. I want to also add when I say the people that introduced me into this, Richard Farmer, who has an amazing podcast, Sunday Sessions. I would like you guys to go ahead and listen to those. That's 45 minutes of conversation that you would want to listen to. And not his most recent episode, but the episode that came out, I want to say last week. Him and all his little male friends was having a conversation about sex and relationships and everything and love. And I promise you, women, you need to hear it because they was tweaking. But Richard is a very open-minded person, so best believe he's going to redo this episode with women on it next time. Not all women, but women too, because you know what I'm saying. But y'all should watch it. Y'all should listen to him. Enlightening conversation. He's just amazing. And he also introduced me into the spiritual world. The man was probably the first person I ever meditated with. Literally. And since then, it's done nothing but grow me, so I thank Richard for that. Larry McGee. Larry is an amazing photographer, so I'm going to shout him out for that. I'll probably drop his Instagram in here and everything. But he also has been a very great friend, support system for me as well. I'm not missing people. I want to thank, I guess, my parents for creating me because I can do something with this life of mine. I would like to thank both my sisters because they are also very supportive. I would like to thank Jessica, Jess K from Duncan, because she is the first person to ever buy me a deck of tarot cards. She bought me the White Rider's Tarot. I bought it multiple times since then because I'll lose a card or something that happened. But she's the first person to buy me that deck. She was the first person to buy me a deck, period. And when I tell you I'll be on Snapchat doing my long rants, I'll be going off on Snapchat. She'll sit there and watch them and say, Tati, when are you going to make your YouTube channel? When are you going to make your podcast or whatever it is that you said you're going to do? When are you going to do it? Because I need it. This is where you're supposed to do it at. This is where you're supposed to do it at, not on Snapchat. I'd like to thank Christian for existing because, yeah, you should stay. Just finish the shift off, go home. I called Christian. Christian said, start your YouTube channel. I don't think he necessarily meant walk out the door. I'd like to tell all you guys that I love y'all because, yeah.